நாடோறு தண்ணீரில் குளிக்கும் நந்தே. ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. செங்கருமாலையாய் அணியும் நந்தே, சிவனுக்கு ஒரு துணையாய் விளங்கும் நந்தே. செங்கருமாலையாய் அணியும் நந்தே, சிவனுக்கு ஒரு துணையாய் விளங்கும் நந்தே. மங்களங்கள் அனைத்தையும் கொடுக்கும் நந்தே, மனிதர்களின் துயர் போக்க வந்த நந்தே. மங்களங்கள் அனைத்தையும் கொடுக்கும் நந்தே, மனிதர்களின் துயர் போக்க வந்த நந்தே. ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. அருகம்புல் மாலையை அறியும் நந்தே, அறியதொரு பிம்பமே ஏற்ற நந்தே. அருகம்புல் மாலையை அறியும் நந்தே, அறியதொரு பிம்பமே ஏற்ற நந்தே. வருங்காலம் நலமாக வைக்கும் நந்தே, வருங்குகிறோம் எமை காக்க வருக நந்தே. வருங்காலம் நலமாக வைக்கும் நந்தே, வணங்குகிறோம் எமை காக்க வருக நந்தே. ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. பிரதோஷகாலத்தில் பேசும் நந்தே, பேரருளை மாதருக்கு வழங்கும் நந்தே. பிரதோஷகாலத்தில் பேசும் நந்தே, பேரருளை மாதருக்கு வழங்கும் நந்தே. வரலாறு படித்து வரும் வல்ல நந்தே, வறுமையினை என்னால் அகற்றும் நந்தே. வரலாறு படித்து வரும் வல்ல நந்தே, வறுமையினை என்னாலும் அகற்றும் நந்தே. ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. கெட்ட கனவத்தனையும் மாற்றும் நந்தே, கேட்டியுடன் குலம் காக்கும் பெரிய நந்தே. கெட்ட கனவத்தனையும் மாற்றும் நந்தே, கேட்டியுடன் குலம் காக்கும் பெரிய நந்தே. வெற்றி வருமாய் கழிக்க உதவும் நந்தே, விதியினை மாற்றிவிட விளையும் நந்தே. வெற்றி வருமாய் கழிக்க உதவும் நந்தே, விதியினை மாற்றிவிட விளையும் நந்தே. ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய, ஓம் நம சிவாய. வேந்த நகர்மையிலே குளிக்கும் நந்தே, வியக்க வைக்கும் தஞ்சையிலே பெரிய நந்தே. வேந்த நகர்மையிலே குளிக்கும் நந்தே, வியக்க வைக்கும் தஞ்சையிலே பெரிய நந்தே. சேர்ந்த திருப்பும் கூறி சாய்ந்த நந்தே, செடி சாய்த்து அருள் கொடுக்கும் செல்வ நந்தே. சேர்வதிருப்பும் கூறி சாய்ந்த நந்தே, செடி சாய்த்து அருள் கொடுக்கும் செல்வ நந்தே. ஓம் Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. கும்பிட்ட பக்தர் துயர் நீக்கும் நந்தி, குடம்புடமாய் அபிஷேகம் பார்த்த நந்தி. கும்பிட்ட பக்தர் துயர் நீக்கும் நந்தி, குடம்புடமாய் அபிஷேகம் பார்த்த நந்தி. பொன்பொருளை வழங்கிடவே வந்த நந்தி, புகழ் குவிக்க எங்கெல்லாம் வருக நந்தி. பொருளை வழங்கிடவே வந்த நந்தி, புகழ் குவிக்க எங்கெல்லாம் வருக நந்தி. ஓம் நம சிவாய, 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 ஓம் நம சிவாய. विश्वेश्वराय नरकानवतारणाय विश्वेश्वराय नरकानवतारणाय कर्णावृताय शशिशेखरधारणाय कर्पूरकान्तिरवणाय जनार्दनाय दारिद्र्यदुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय. गौरीप्रियाय रजनीशकराधराय कालान्तकाय भुजगाधिपकङ्कणाय गङ्गाधराय गजराजविवर्धनाय दारिद्र्यदुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय. वन्देप्रियाय भवरोगभयापहाय उग्राय दुर्गमसागरतारणाय ज्योतिर्मयाय गुणगानसुहृद्यकाय दारिद्र्यदुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय. जन्मावताय शवभस्मविलेपनाय आलेषणाय मणिकुण्डलमण्डिताय मञ्जीरपादयुगणाय जटाधराय दारिद्र्यदुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय. पञ्चाननाय मणिराजविभूषणाय हेमांशुकाय भुवनत्रयमण्डिताय आनन्दभूमिवरदाय तमोमयाय दारिद्र्यदुःखदहनाय नमः शिवाय. प्रियाय भवसागरतारणाय
ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Gurudeva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Namasurya Chandraya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Shukra Shani Vishya Rahule Ketuve Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
The first pranayam, inhale deeply with Va, exhale deeply with C. So Sushumna Nadi. Follow me through 7 times. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Shri Padikaya Namaha. Om Shri Guru 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 Padikaya Namaha. Hopefully, all of you can hear me and see me. If you have any problem hearing me, let me know, please. Just wait for a minute. Hopefully, all of you can hear me and see me. I'm reading the chat also. Any problem? Okay, okay, very good. So Satyaga says yes, they can hear me. And if there is an interruption, let me know, because I will get back to my phone mode also, in case there is any problem. Very good. Ready? Can you hear me? Yes, ready? Okay. All right. Very sorry for the time change. In India, we have a 1 hour spring forward. So for you, it will look like as we are starting 1 hour early. That's why I informed you internet also. All right. So time change. Please note the time change hereafter. All right. So let's do the first pranayama with the deep transcendental Kriya consciousness we receive after meditation. Let's do the first pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va and exhale deeply with C equally. Follow me 7 times to Sushumnadi. All right, so with a deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, let's do the second pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va and exhale deeply with C, halfway through Sushumna Nadi. Excuse me. The deep transcendental Kriya consciousness, let's do the third pranayama. Inhale deeply with Va and exhale deeply, you see, with one single breath. Follow me through 7 times. All right. So with the COVID-19 going away from the world, we want to pray for the health of the world without any disease. So let's see. Let's pray Dhanvantari Maharishi 7 times to Lord Vishnu and Mahata Babaji 7 times as usual. Let's do that.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashaya Sarvamaya Vinashaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishnave Namahe
Vishnave Namaha. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishnave Namahe
Om Kriya Babaji Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha
Om Kriya Babaji Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashahastaya
Hastaya
Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishnave Namahe
Nishtave Namaha. Om Kriya Babaji Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha
Om Kriya Babaji Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantriyaya Amrita Kalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinasanaya Trailogya Nadaya
Shri Mahavishnave
Namaha
Om Kriya Babaji Namaha. So along with the disease and other health conditions, let's pray for the good mind of all leaders so that they know what will be happening and also to avoid the war that's happening right now also. Let's pray Lord Bhairava at the Anma's blessings. Let's say this mantra 7 times. Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tano Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
Om Kriya Baba Chinamo
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tano Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
Om Kriya Baba Chinamo
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tano Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
Om Kriya Baba Chinamo
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tano Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
Om Kriya Baba Chinamo
Om Swarnadvijaya Vidmahe Sulahastaya Dhimahi Tano Kala Bhairavaya Prachodayadi.
Om Kriya Baba Chinamo
ॐ स्वर्णध्वजय विद्महे शूलहस्ताय धीमहि तन्नो कालभैरवाय प्रचोदयात्.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo.
Thank you all. For the satsang, we have been working on a brand new book by Lord Muruga, Kartikeya, the son of Lord Shiva, who has bestowed us a wonderful book on the light, particularly sunlight, how it has influenced us, and so on and so forth. This book is called Holy or Light. And please let me know whether you can hear me properly, and any problem, please let me know by the chat. You're okay? Okay, good. So let's continue with that. Last class, we have been talking a little bit on the introduction. So let's give a few words on the introduction, and then we'll go for the explanation. Can you get the intro a little bit, please?
Last class we talked about the new book, that is Lord Muruga's book, and Lord Muruga being the head of all siddhas. The name of this book is called Light, and it talks about how the sunlight is utilized as our energy, and our soul draws this sunlight through the glands, and they are utilizing this energy, and through this a number of diseases can be cured just through sunlight. The chapter 1 or page 1 of this book starts with Mercury as light energy. The light energy of sun gives off the energy of Mercury. It also gives off energy of Mercury, gold, silver, and copper. Many of these secrets have been written in twilight languages by the Siddhas, and now because of Kali Yuga, all the higher souls are transcendenting their energies and are eager to share with the world. The
That's right.
modern world is giving four Vedas. Light is one of the Vedas. First chapter talks about creation. Few chapters will deal with creative knowledge. So the first chapter starts with Atman of human nature, for which our intellectual movement is actually the fuel needed. This fuel is not food, but it comes from sunlight. This light book is going to give you the light energy and explain the light energy as how to utilize this energy from sunlight, and we will need to understand that even the soul or all Atman, all of these are nothing but light. So the energy from sun is also light. This light is different from the regular light. Sunlight is different from the lamp light. There are different kinds of light, like electricity, the tube light that we see, the diya or the lamp light. Then you have the natural light, which is your sunlight, your moonlight. The next one is the light of Atman, which is a different kind of rays. Then you have Iraivali, which is the godly light, which is the Jyotirlingam. And then you have the Vektavali, the ultimate light, which is the highest form of light. The Atman is a spark of this selenium sun. Atman has no form or is formless, in other words, non-physical. Yet there are two properties of Atman. One is cold light or cool light, which is the moonlight, and the other light is hot, which is the sunlight. Coming from Vettori, this is explained only by Siddhartha. Imagine the planet that is the Earth. This planet is not stable, it's not still. It has its own rotation and revolution. Go beyond the solar system. This is one of the stars in the Orion Mercury galaxy. There are millions and millions of galaxies in the universe, thus leading to multi-universes and ultimately lands on Vector Valley. It is this reason of this universe. You have the ultimate energy of God, which is the Vector Valley. Now, this Vector Valley, the property creates magnetic force, which is the core property of the Earth. But these magnetic rays cause frictions, which contributes to the hotness of the light Atman. The origin of the movement starts from this hot light of the Atman. That is the force. Now, the coldness here is the static. Heat causes the friction, which causes an action, which causes the swirls, the rotations, and these rotations turns and makes matter, which is basically mercury, and that is cold. Now, this mercury that we are talking about is not the mercury element on
Liquid
Earth that
mercury.
is found on Earth.
Liquid mercury. It's not the liquid mercury, but it's the bits of the mercury. Bits. Okay.
Okay, bits of mercury. Now, this is not the same mercury that you find on the element of Earth, on Earth. Now, this, because of the magnetic ray, heat is caused. These mercury bits, which are cold in nature, and because of the friction of these mercury bits, there is more heat created. And because of the friction of this heat of these mercury bits, Atman is formed. Thus, Atman is formed by the heat light, but actually evolved from the cold bits of mercury. Thus, the energy transformation of this heat and cold always happens in nature, and it is a constant changes of this heat and cold, which is the origin of energy. Now, which comes from the coldness of the mercury bits, which causes that heat, which is the origin of Atma.
Very good. I think Priyaji was there last class. Buddy was there. I think Martha is there. Welcome to our class again after some time. You may be wondering what is going on in the Satsang today. We finished the Shiva Sutra last class, and now Shiva Sutra is the one which is the readings of the information of Lord Shiva to Parvati. Lord Shiva to Parvati, how human souls can evolve. And that was like answering questions by the wife of Lord Shiva. We finished that. If you want to see some of those, you can see the YouTube videos, which is there in the Yoga University of Americas. So if you fast forward the meditation class and pranayam, and then you'll get the satsang, and you will see all those information. It's very useful for human beings because the wife of Lord Shiva was a human being, And Lord Shiva, of course, he is a god. We don't know the origin, how he came and all those things. But we know very well that Parvati is a human being. From that stage, she evolved to goddess. So that evolution, the process and technique involved, we studied and we finished that last class. And from this class, we are talking about one of the book, some information given by Lord Shiva's son. He has two sons. One is Lord Muruga, is Kartikeya. The other one is Lord Ganesh, who is the elephant-faced Lord Ganesh. And Muruga is the head of the Siddhas. Siddhas are the ones we follow. Siddhas are the Sams, Gurus. Siddhas are the Rishis, who are the immortal beings, just like Jesus Christ. They are all immortal beings who are living for a long period of time. And Babaji, Mahata Babaji, who is our Guru, who also asked us to start the university, he is the one who is given us the opportunity, give the connection to all these higher Atmans. Okay, so we are by channeling to somebody, the God sometimes channeled through some people, and then some scriptures are given to us, just like Bible. Bible is most of the time it is written by, even though it is written by humans, but these are words of Jesus Christ in different places, in different occasions. That is, then we follow that, right? Same with the Quran, the words of Muhammad. Is given. So for Hindus, of course, we have Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna gives advice to Arjuna. So now, even today, even though it is Kali Yuga, even today, the gods are speaking. Gods are giving information. So we found out there is a channeling of this Lord Shiva as well as Lord Muruga and Ganesh and everybody. So from the channeling information, there's an organization in Pondicherry, India. They gave us this book. They gave us a book given by Lord Muruga himself. Lord Muruga is a god, one of these sons. He's also a god. He mostly prayed in most of the temples in Hindu temples, and he is explaining what is our Atman. All of you know the soul is nothing but Atman plus the imprints. But Atman himself is a pure one. We call Jivatman. Many of you might have heard of the Atman again. So that's called Jivatman. Jivatman is explained as a small spark of the Paramatman. Paramatman is the ultimate God, who is the creator and everything, creator, destroyer, and operator, everything. And Paramatman is the quality of the same Paramatman is there even in the single ray of this supreme light. It's called Jivatman. That is, this Jivatman which is there inside us as a non-physical form is the main reason for our birth, life, and everything. So the Jivatman that's what we are, a spark of the Paramatman. That is why in most of the scriptures, they say that man is made in the image of God. Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. So all the information come from that only. Because when a small spark, whatever the quality the light has, the same thing is there in the sun also. It's almost like a drop of water from the ocean, which is H2O. Same quality, but the ocean, you go to the ocean, of course, you have millions and zillions of drops there, the ocean. That ocean also has the same property. So you take Paramatman as the ocean and Jivatman as a drop of water. Okay, so that we can explain. So this Jivatman, the small drop, is being explained by Lord Muruga. What is his Atman? What is the quality? So when he says it is like mercury particle, it doesn't mean the liquid mercury what we have. It has the same quality as the light. Like say, for example, we say God is nothing but light. That is not the light which is being produced by a bulb. That is not the light which is coming out from the sun. That is not the light, but it has the same quality. The rays are there. It can spread, right? It can move. So that is the quality we're talking about. So Atman has as the qualities of the mercury particle, mercury bits. Okay, so let's clarify that. Do not confuse with too much. Why they say mercury then? Because it has qualities. So if you know the qualities of the mercury, you'll understand the qualities of Atman too. Okay, so many of these the same basic principle of this only. Many siddhas made a kaya kalpa. They make preparations out of mercury, which is available in on the earth. The same quality, like the gold quality is also coming out from the sun. So we have golden pashpa also. So you have to understand when you say mercury, he is talking about some of the qualities are there in those rays, mercury qualities, and the mercury qualities is there even in Atman also. Okay, three qualities, and so it's life. Any questions? Please let me know. Mataji, do you have any question? Hope you are understanding. Yes. Okay. Very good. All right. So Freddie and Priyaji was here, so we'll continue. We just finished one page in this book. Even that was very difficult to explain in English. And since it is given, the information is given by God Himself, God Muruga Himself, we have to really go and study it more deeply. It's almost like Bible for us. So we are going to study a little more about Atman. So the last part, she was telling about the quality. குளிர்ச்சியும் வெப்பமுமே ஆற்றலின் மூலாதாரமாகும். The coldness and the heatness, hotness. Coldness and hotness. This is the important quality of any of the energy. Any energy you see, either it will heat up or it will become cold. Heat and cold is a property of energy. The same thing as Atman energy also has the heat and cold. Okay, I have seen many of the Siddha friends, and when they come and when they try to cure or heal somebody, some of you might have heard of the Reiki people who are healing. You can feel the heat from their hands sometimes. When they try to heal, they will ask us to feel the heat. That heat is nothing but their Atman's heat. So that is a heat. And by heat, they can create the coldness also, they can create the heat also. One of the Babaji's techniques in Kriya Yoga, we practice this technique, feeling cold when you inhale, feeling hot when you exhale. Okay, that's one of the pranayama we also do. So the heat is coming from your Atman itself. When you do a lot of Vash Yoga, you can feel it. Your body is getting heated. Okay, that heat is the one we are talking about. It's not like the fire heat. The heat you can feel. It's called the cold heat. Even though you have your light coming from the sun is hot and sultry and all those stuff. Look at the light from the moon. You don't get sultry in the moonlight. It's also light. It's a reflection of the light. Right? Same thing happens here also. So the qualities we can relate to the earthly qualities, but you cannot say it is the same. Hope you understand the different meaning, double meaning behind it. The quality is light. Yes, Atman is like light, Jyoti, but it is not the Jyoti of your lamp. It is a quality. The rays are there. The brightness is there. Okay, the brightness like light is there. So you have to understand this concept very deeply before we can understand, go to the further pages on the book. So coldness and the heatness, the main thing for any other energy. However, குளிர்ந்த ஆற்றலே வெப்பத்தினை உருவாக்கியது. So can you imagine the cold feeling is itself is creating heat also. Normal water, according to Siddha's science, has a lot of heat. What do you mean by normal water has a heat? Unless you boil, how is it going to heat? But imagine the ice crystal, right? Ice crystal. When you heat the ice crystal, it becomes water, right? All of us know that. When you warm up the water, that means the heat is there. There's part and parcel of the water. So that's what they're talking about. Okay, the heat in the ice crystal that melts the water, and the water stays as a liquid. That means the heat is inherent in the water. Okay, so that's what we mean by that. So there is the heat in normal water also, because the heat which is absorbed when we melt the ice crystals too. So all of us know that what normal water temperature. What do you say that? Normal water temperature? I would say about 25 degrees Celsius, yeah, something like that, right? So, but you know very well that it can go down to 0 degrees Celsius also, right? When it can heat in a different way, explaining, you can go down to 0 degrees Celsius. When you go to 0 down, when you get crystal. That means the 0 degree to 25 degree, that heat is there in the water. That's what they mean by when you say cold water, even though it is cold, it has heat also. So that's the logic Lord Muruga is telling, that குளிர்ந்த அதிலிருந்து வெப்பத்தினை உருவாக்கியது. Even the coldness can create heat also. ஒளி ஆற்றலின் முதல் அத்தியாயம் தனிலே அறிவுறுத்தப்படுவது யாதெனில் குளிர்ந்த மூலக்கூறுகளின் தன்மையே ஆகும். So in this light book, the first chapter, or the first module rather I should say, first module is really talking about the cold property of the mercury bits, which is Atman, the cold property. Okay. பாதரசம் என்பது ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகளாகவும் ஆற்றலின் மூலாதாரமும் உள்ளது. So the mercury which is there, which I said as a bits, mercury bits as the Atman quality, right? So that is also the ahaya molecules. There's one of the elements called Akash. All of you know there are 5 elements. You have earth, you have water, you have fire, you have air, and beyond the air, we have one more element called Akash. The sky is made of Akash. Okay, people know in the olden days, they know about this. Akash.
And the ether, they say.
It's not exact ether, but the quality is ether. Okay, ether means you can't imagine the ether which is available. But they say ether. Yeah, that's Akash also. You can say that. Yes. When you say the sky is full of ether, that is Akash. Okay, in that sense. So, பாதரசம் என்பது ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகளாகவும், this mercury is the மூலக்கூறு, means the microbits, microatoms you can say, of the Akash. When you say ether, if you think Akash and equal ether, then the bits of ether is nothing but mercury particle. So that means same Akash is also a part of a Atman. This has been explained with this Siddha so many different ways. They call Mahakash. Whatever you have outside in the universe, it's called Mahakash. Mahakash in Sanskrit, Mahakash. Mahakasham in Tamil, Mahakash in Sanskrit. And our Atman is Shitakash. Shita means small, micro. So you can imagine as a drop of water as your Atman, as a Jivatman. Paramatman is like an ocean. We already explained that. Same thing. So you have a small mercury particle, mercury atom as an Atman. Same mercury as a bigger ether is the Akash. Okay? So okay, explain. See, some of these information is very difficult to understand. Go back to the YouTube videos if you really interested in knowing this, right? You will get the information. So once we start explaining a little bit more and more, you will get the link continuously. If you have any questions in between, let me know also. Okay, one more page. Let's go a little bit because maybe half an hour. பாதரசம் என்பது ஆகாய மூலக்கூறுகளாகவும் ஆற்றலின் மூலாதாரமும் விளங்குகின்றது. இவ்வாதார மூலக்கூறு என்பது 4 வித ஆற்றல் உற்பத்தி செய்யும் ஆற்றல் கொண்டது. So this mercury bits which we talk about, ஆதார மூலக்கூறு, which is mercury, can create 4 kinds of energy. Atman, mercury bits, this can create 4 kinds of energy. We are going to talk about what are the 4 different kinds of energy. See, these are all non-physical things Muruga is talking about. It is not like a solid particle, like a body. Our Atman, which is non-physical, all of us know our soul is non-physical. We can't, from a dead body to living body, what's the difference? Difference is Atman is gone, soul is gone. And that is non-physical. That is why the dead body looks like real human being, even though it is not moving anything. If Atman is entered, then we start functioning. Okay, all of you know that. So the electricity coming into an electric instrument, it starts working. The electricity is not there, it cannot work. Same thing, right? Same information. All right, so the 4 kinds of things are being produced. Mudal ஆற்றலே வெப்பம். So first energy that is coming out of this mercury particle, which is Atman, is heat. Veppam means heat. So Atman can create heat. Atman can create heat. How many of you know there is a lady in India, in our tradition? This lady is called Kannagi. Kannagi, she burnt the whole city just by the heat of her Atman. She was so mad that her husband was killed by a king, and so mad she could go and burn a whole city. There's a history is there in the past. It's not that she took a fire and then light up the whole city. No, she lit the fire from her Atman. So first property of the Atman is it can create fire. It can create heat. I'm sorry, create heat. If you go and feel, if you touch a real yogi, you can feel the body heat sometimes, particularly when they are meditating or in different states. You can feel the body heat coming out. Okay, so that is coming from the Atman. So the first property of this is heat. Okay, that is clear. முதல் ஆற்றலே வெப்பம். தொடர்கின்ற ஆற்றல் என்பன வாயு, நீர்மம், நிலம் என்பதாகும். So other energies that can create, can come out of this Atman is air. Atman can create air also, air quality. These 5 elements he is talking about. Atman can create what? Nirmam, the quality of the water. Okay, quality of the water can be there. Nilam, that is soil. That is a solid part. The Atman is capable of creating heat, air, water quality, as well as solid quality. Okay, I should say solid qualities of Nilam. So all these qualities can come out of the Atman. Okay, so there are a lot of this information what Lord Muruga is giving. It is there in Siddha's teaching is there. It was given in double meanings. Very difficult. So I remember one of the Siddhas, we always say that if you want to know a person's real Siddha, immortal being like Mahatma Babaji, you want to know, ask this question. They ask him, Saha Kal, Vehatalai, Pohapuna. Go and ask him, what is it? First, Saha Kal means air which is not dying. Vehatalai means the Akash which is always there, but is not going to burn. Pohapunal means there's a water which is not going. If that guy can explain properly, then he's a Siddha. If you add the first letter, Priyaji, can you hear me? Yeah. Priyaji, are you there from India? Sakti Yoga? கேக்குதுங்களா உங்களுக்கு? Unmute பண்ணுங்க. Unmute and tell me.
We can hear you.
Okay. All right. Maybe she's trying to start. Maybe she's not. Okay. All right. No, I was asking some questions. The Savi Pun is very common in Tamil Nadu. In the Savi Punute, Sahakal Vegatalai and Pogapunal is very common in Tamil Nadu. That's what he's talking about. Muruga is talking about the same concept in a different way. Anyway, so if that is nothing but those 3 things, Sahakal, Pogapunal, Vegatalai is nothing but the quality of the Atman. If somebody can explain these words, they are the real Siddha. That means the qualities of Atman, if somebody can explain it, then that guy is a Siddha. Here, Lord Muruga is giving us information directly. Okay? All right. So, then he says, now we know the 5 energies which is coming from Atman is same. Imagine, that means you can compare, even a spark can produce this. That means Paramatma can also do it. He can also produce all those 5. He can produce air, can produce water, can produce heat, and also the earth. Those are the 5 elements, Namah Shivaya, the whole universe. So you can extend this to any extreme, anyway. The next sentence, ஒளி என்கின்ற வேதனின் மூலம் நாம் அறிய வேண்டிய முக்கிய செயல்கள் யாவும் பஞ்ச மூலக்கூறுகளை உள்ளடங்கிய கடப்பு. So eventually this light book is going to give you how these 5 elements are formed. Very important information. If you know, all of you know the whole universe is made of what? Nothing but these 5 elements. You have air, you have water, you have heat, you have fire, and the solids. It's solid. Even if you go to Mars, you go to Moon, you go to Neptune, Pluto, wherever you go, galaxies, what do you see? You already have all these 5 elements, nothing else, right? So that means those are coming from the Paramatman, and what we have, Atman is also capable of producing the same thing. So eventually the light book is going to give us the information how these 5 elements can be understood through the light. ஒளி ஆற்றல் என்பது ஒளி ஆற்றல் எனும் 4 கனிம இழைகளும் 5 வகை மூலக்கூறுகளை கொண்டு எவ்விதம் இயங்குகின்றது என்றும் அதன் மூலம் புவிக்கோள் எவ்விதம் இயங்குகிறது என்றும் ஒளி எனும் வேதன் விளக்கம் தருகிறோம். Kanima Iregal. They is putting a word called Kanima Iregal. Kanima means like metal. Iregal means the rays, metal rays, metallic rays. It's not a metal, but it's called metallic rays. There are 4 metallic rays coming from the sun. You have to understand the basic nature. Then only you're going to understand how this light can be used to cure our disease, to have more health, more energy. Many of you might have heard about looking at the sun. We call sun yoga. Looking at the sun, you have a lot of good properties, good effect. Many of you might have heard that if you look at the sun in the early morning, or if you watch the sun in the evening, it's good for you. But why do they say that? What is science behind it? That's what he's explaining. Okay? So slowly you'll understand the science behind the sun watching, sun gazing. People say you're not supposed to watch the sun because of UV rays. But Siddhas say early morning you should be watching, and before the sunset you can be watching also. And some Siddhas even keep on watching to get the energy also. Just by watching the sun alone, you should be able to get the energy. All of us know plants use the energy. The sunlight, plants can produce starch. What does the plants do? They use the sunlight, they use the water, right? And they use this photosynthesis with the chlorophyll. They use starch. They produce starch. The energy is important. Very small, very simple science, all of us know. So that's exactly what Lord Muruga was telling. This light has a property of these 4, right? So I think that way you will understand much clearer, right? Photosynthesis. Now, not only he says that, he says because of the sunlight only, even the earth is moving. Without sunlight, earth will not move, according to him. These 4 properties of the sun, the rays, is helping our earth to move. Even the life of the earth depends on the sunlight, it seems. And we are going to understand this concept in this book. Okay? Even the earth is using the energy, this Kanima Valam, this metallic energy of the 4 metallic energy given by the sunlight, is the source of the energy for the earth. The source of the energy for the earth is the sun, is from the sun. Without the sunlight, even the earth cannot move, according to him. This strange thing we are getting is we are going into deep science. Hope scientists do some research on this. If there is no sunlight, there is no movement of the earth. Okay? So this distinct is very, very important. They are going to explain this as often. I'm trying to see at least 1 page today. That's why I'm extending the time. Let's speak less than 1 page so they can move on. ஐவகை மூலக்கூறுகள் எனப்படும் பஞ்சபூத நிலைகளிலே முதன்மையான ஆற்றல் என்பது பாதரச ஆற்றலே ஆகும். So Panjabhudam, there are 5 elements we always talk about. All right, 5 elements, which is nothing but you have your Akash, you have air, you have water, you have heat, and also you have Nilam, solid, right, earth. All these 5. எனப்படும் பஞ்சபூத நிலைகளில் முதன்மை ஆற்றல் என்பது the first energy according to him, according to Lord Muruga, is பாதரச ஆற்றல். Mercury energy is the first energy, right? Mercury is see, once you understand this concept and what I'm explaining, we are going to create a chart. We are going to create a chart which is which time you're getting the Mercury energy, which time you're going to get the other energies or not. So that is why the basic information I'm giving. So you can use the sunlight for a good purpose later on. Okay? All right. So the first energy is the Mercury energy. All right? தொடர்கின்ற 4 வகை ஆற்றல்களும் இதனின்று உற்பத்தியானவே என்று உணர்க. So the rest of the 4 energy comes from the magnetic. Padarasa ஆற்றல். The magnetic energy is the first one. There are 4 more energy.
You said that the first energy was Mercury energy.
Yeah.
4 energies is coming from...
ஐவகை மூலக்கூறுகள் எனப்படும் பஞ்சபூத நிலைகளிலே முதன்மையான ஆற்றல் பாதரச ஆற்றலே ஆகும். First energy that is coming out is Mercury energy. The rest of the 4 comes from the Mercury energy. Okay? So Mercury energy is the first one. From there, other 4 is coming. So I think he's trying to explain first energy And then from there, other rest of the three, one by one, he's going to explain. From there, you get the golden. From there, you get the silver. From there, you're going to get iron, like that. Okay? All right, so just let's wait. Then we can ask questions, I'll explain more. Okay? தொடர்கின்ற நால்வகை ஆற்றல்களும் இதனின்று உற்பத்தியானவை என்று உணர்க. புவிக்கோள் என்பது தனது சுழற்சியின் மூலம் அணுதினமும் 60 நாழிகை நேரம் தன்னிலே 60 வகையான ஆற்றல்களை ஏற்றிடும். All of us know our earth is rotating, right? Because of this rotation only, we are getting day and night. All of us know that. So one side is getting light, other one is dark, it rotates again, other side is getting shade, other side is getting the sun's energy. So we're getting day and night because of the rotation of the earth. That much we know. Okay. This one, according to him, 60 different kinds of rays are coming in one single day. 60 different kind of energies are coming. That we call 60 நாழிகைன்னு சொல்றார் தமிழ்ல. 60 நாழிகை. Each of the நாழிகை is 24 minutes in our modern language. Each 24 minutes is called one நாழிகை. In the olden days, they have this quantity. Now we have, of course, hour, minute, day, month, and year. Like this, in the olden days, these people, they had the measurement of the time as நாழிகை. One நாழிகை is equal to 24 minutes. So according to them, one whole day is 60 நாழிகை. 60 நாழிகை is one day. Each நாழிகை is each நாழிகை is 24 minutes. So you can multiply 60 times 24, and that will be one day. Okay, so let's imagine 60, let's take 60 parts of a day. 60 parts, and each part is 24 minutes. If you have a calculator, maybe you can calculate and tell me 60 times 24 is how much? 60 times 24 60 times 24 is how much?
1440.
Divided by 60.
240.
So we're coming there. Okay, 24 hours. Okay, so 24 hours, it can be exactly. That's the calculation. So one whole day, according to Siddhas, is from sunlight to beginning of sunrise.
Right.
Sunrise to sunrise. So sunrise to sunrise is one day. Okay.
Sunrise to sunrise is one day.
Yes. Not sunset. Sunrise. Today is sunrise. Say about 6 o'clock it is sunrising. Next day is sunrise. 6 o'clock is one day according to them. So they divide that into நாழிகை, 60 நாழிகை. So hereafter Lord Muruga is going to explain each நாழிகை. That's why I'm giving him more information. One நாழிகை is equal to 24 minutes. So let us set the basics, then we can go from there. Okay? So 24 minutes. So 60 நாழிகை. All right? So in each of the 60 நாழிகை, you have different kind of energy coming out. That means each 24 minutes of time, according to our modern time, each 24 minutes you're getting different kinds of energy from the sun. It's not the same. Each 24 minutes, not, even though we feel the same light, but the light has different properties each 24 minutes. You have to understand this science very clearly. See, this is our Jyotishi's form. This is our astrology's form. We are going to make our own astrology now according to this. It's very easy for many of you to understand it because we are explaining in terms of the modern minutes and everything. So, 60 நாழிகை, 60 24 minutes, each நாழிகை is it's a different kind of rays. கனிம வள நிலைகளோ 4. There are only 4 different kinds of metal we are going to talk about. Okay? And there are going to be different combinations we are going to get. அதன் உள்ளடக்கமான மூலக்கூறுகளோ 5. எனில் விழித்தோன்றும் மாற்றங்களோ அதன் மடங்காகவே அமைந்திருக்க வேண்டும். Okay, so I will explain more on this. But right now, the energy from the sun is coming in every 24 minutes. Different kind of energy is coming. So out of 60 நாழிகை, 60 24-minute bits, if we divide, you get 60 different kind of energies coming. Okay, I think that part is clear. No question on that, hopefully. So we continue. One more paragraph, I will stop there. 60 நாழிகைகளில் வெளித்தோன்றும் 20 ஆற்றல் குறித்தே உணரப்பட்டது. So totally with the combinations of this, there are 20 different kinds of energy coming. 20 different kinds of energy coming in different periods, and they have different kind of properties. எனில் மற்ற பிற ஒளியாற்றல் என்பவை யாவும் மூளை என்னும் முதல் வேத நூலில் ஆற்றல் குறித்தே உணர்த்தப்பட்டன. See, our Muruga has totally given 4 books. The first book we are studying is actually light. He has also given a book, information on the sound. He also given a book on Brahma. Okay, so they also given a book on brain. Brain, what is it made of, how it functions and everything. So in that book, he's explained more on this energy. That's what he's saying. In the book, I have given more information also. You can refer back. மூளையின் வேத நூல் இவ்வாற்றல் உணர்த்தப்பட்டன. ஒவ்வொரு கனிம ஒளியாற்றலிலும் 3 வித ஆற்றல் கலப்புகள் உண்டு. ஒன்று காந்த ஆற்றல், மற்றொன்று வெப்ப ஆற்றல், மூன்றாவது நஞ்சு ஆற்றல். So in each of these, all of us know there was 4 metallic energy coming, right? We already said that, which is one is mercury, the one is gold, right? The one is silver, and also we have copper also. Okay, so according to him, you also have ஒவ்வொரு கனிம ஒளி ஆற்றலும், each of these metallic energy 3 ஆற்றல் கலப்புகள் உண்டு. There are 3 combinations of these energies are there. What are those 3 combinations? Which is mercury energy, காந்த ஆற்றல், mercury energy, heat energy, and toxic energy. Each of these metallic ones, say we talk about, let us say mercury, right? Mercury energy. Or let us say gold energy, right? Each of this energy has 3 parts into it. What are the 3 parts? One is mercury energy. Other one is, actually it's not mercury energy. You can say Gandha Artha and mercury property. What is the property of mercury? Attractive north and south, right? Mercury, they have north and south poles. It attracts, the poles are being attracted. That energy is talking about. So the magnetic energy is there in each of these energy. Each of these, say for example, gold, right? It has magnetic energy, it has heat energy, and also toxic energy. Each one consists. Okay, so I think when we repeat again once more, next class, I think you'll understand. ஒவ்வொரு ஆற்றலும் எவ்விதம் பிரிவு காண்கிறேன் என்பதை தெளிவுரை உணர்ந்திட வேண்டும். So you have to understand how these energy differences are there, parts to it. Then you are going to understand how we can cure ourselves from many of the diseases. See, the basic part thing is he's getting the basics of all this energy. Once you understand the basics of this energy, then you'll understand when some of these energies are lessened in the body. Say, for example, gold energy is less in your body. Then what do? You go at the time when the gold energy is coming from the sunlight, you go and expose yourself. Suppose you have less copper energy, that comes with a different disease. So you go, and we are talking about the roots of the disease, not the disease. The disease comes out as a blown up sign. But when you have this kind of diseases, particularly this is because of the copper energy is less. So go and stand with the time when the copper energy is coming. So that is what he is gearing up to us. Okay, first you have to understand the basics of this, and then you will go further. I think I'm going to stop here. I think it's getting more complicated now, even the basics. I'm going to stop here, and then I will get some questions and before we move on. So let us stop our explanation with Lord Muruga. Bestowed to us. See, many of these things are kept a secret for a long time, only for certain parts of the world, certain parts of science. And the Siddha saints use this knowledge for their own immortality, living a longer period of time, to live diseaseless, ageless, like Mahatma Babaji, who is an immortal person. So now God himself is giving this information. Lord Muruga himself giving the information to us through the channeling. And you are all blessed to have this knowledge. And so, any questions? Even though it looks difficult, it'll be hopefully you're understanding. Let's ask Priyaji. Can you hear me? Can you unmute and tell me? விருதுநகர் கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது நீங்கள் பேசுறது என்னன்னு தெரியல. உங்கள் குரல் கேட்க மாட்டேங்குது. உங்களுக்கு கேட்குது. அவர் சொல்கிறாள் அது. What is she saying?
She says yes.
Yes? How come I don't hear it?
She said yes. She can hear you.
Okay, let me.
We can hear you.
No, I don't hear her. Yeah, I can't hear her. That is why. If somebody speaks, I'm not going to hear. That's the problem. If you can hear me, let me know. Go ahead and tell her, so she will explain to me, because I'm not able to hear you.
Freddie also asking whether you can hear him.
No, I can't hear you, Freddie. I can't
hear you.
No,
I can hear you, Freddie.
Okay, Freddie, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? No. See, this is a problem. So they can either I can hear you or you can. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back.
I can't hear you at all now.
Now you can't hear me? Oh, see that? Okay. Let me do this. One second, guys. 1 second. இதுக்குதா இல்லையா? இது வைக்கலையா? 1 second நிக்குதுதா?
I think he's logging out through Zoom.
Okay. I'm going to be speaking through this. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can hear me. My cell phone is better than my computer. Okay. All right. Priyaji, can you hear me now? Yes. ஏதாச்சும் பதில் சொல்லுங்க. Okay, Freddie, can you hear me? Freddie, answer me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Mataji, can you hear me? Mataji, yes. Yes. Okay, very good. I can hear you now. All right, we solved the problem. Okay. Mata, what do you think? Do you understand today's satsang? Anything? Too many complications?
My question is, how do you diagnose what light energy you need?
Okay, we are going to explain that very soon. Because of we are just putting the basic platform now to understand what is light and what kind of energies light is made of. And once you know that, you will have the different, we are going to make a chart from the sunlight that there are 24 minutes bits, 24 minutes bits we call Narigai. Each of the bits we are getting different kind of energy. One bit, first early morning, you're going to get energy of Mercury. And then about breakfast time, you're getting energy of gold, heat. And then later on, you're going to get energy of the copper. Like that, we are going to divide that. And then we are also going to talk about different diseases like for diabetics, or you have migraine headache, or this. These kind of people, what kind of energy they really need, what they are lacking. And then we'll tell what time of the day that energy is coming from the sun. Okay, so that is going to come very soon. All right, so we're going to explain. Right now, we are just giving the basics of this light and different kind of energy and everything. Okay, hope that answers your question. All right. Anything else? Any other question, Mata? You okay? Okay, you're fine. Good. Priyaji, you have any questions? நீங்கள் லைனில் இருங்க, நம்ம வந்து பேசலாம். இப்போ let me know in English, you have any question?
No, sir. Up to now, I can't understand, sir.
Okay. Did you get the light book or no? Not yet.
Yes, sir. Kumar, sir, help me to get, sir.
Yeah, Kumar will help you. Very good. So you can also follow the book, right? What I am reading.
Okay, sir. Later, I ask some clarification.
Say. Okay. Let you stay in the class, and then we'll after the meditation satsang we'll talk about it. Freddie, you have any question? Freddie, can you hear me? You have any questions, Freddie? Not that. Okay, how about you? No questions. Okay, so we are going to finish satsang now because the lack of time. If Priya, நீங்க லைன்ல இருங்க. Stay here, and if there is anybody who want to stay, okay. Where do you buy the book? Martha says. Martha, this book is in Tamil language. I can give you a copy if you want. I can show you the book later. I will bring the copy of the book. But it's in Tamil language. It's very difficult to read for you. So that is why I'm translating in English. See, this is the problem we have right now in the world. So much treasure of knowledge is available in other parts of the world. So we don't know. We don't understand. I have so much information from this language, Tamil book, where the gods and goddesses speak and all the information. And unfortunately, the world doesn't know. And even among Indians, even though we have it, many people don't know. And if they know it, they don't accept. They don't agree. So there are a lot of problems. That is why the world is in trouble now. If we understand this knowledge, apply this knowledge, we won't have all this trouble what we have right now. Yes, in Tamil, you're right. Thank you for sharing. Yes, this book is in Tamil. So in between, I read in Tamil and then I explain in English. Tamil is my mother tongue also. That is where I read my high school. Most of the education was in Tamil. And then, of course, we had English also as second language. When I went to college, when I got my bachelor's, master's, and PhD, those were in English, of course. That we have to do in English. That is why I can speak and translate everything in English. But Tamil was in mother language, mother tongue. Because that is why I'm giving more information on this. Okay. So planning is stay பண்ண போறீங்க. Freddie, you are here, man. I'm waiting for you, Freddie.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
You're good? Okay. All right.
I gotta do something, so say goodbye.
Okay, listen. Where is Ganesh now? Why didn't he join? Where is Ganesh?
I don't know. Maybe my room. I don't know if he's here.
Is he here or not? If he's there in the room, ask him to join the group.
Okay, let me go knock on the door.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
So with this, we are going to finish our satsang today. Let's say Om Namah Shivaya and the mantra, and then start from there. Okay? All right. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namah Yanavasima. Mavayanasi Siyanamava. Vashimayana Om. Shivaya Namah. Om. Shivaya Namah. Vashimayana Om. Shivaya Namah. Vashimayana Om. Shivaya Namah.
Mavayana Shishiyana Mava
Vashimayana Shivaya Nama
Mavayana Shishiyana Mava
Vashimayana Shivaya Nama
Mavayana Shishiyana Mava
Vashimaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Kriya. Thank you all attendees. Thanks for attending. Hopefully you're getting the knowledge of light and a benefit of meditation and satsang. Thank you. Thanks for attending. Thank you, Mataji. See you. Mataji, see. Bye. Okay, now I think Ganesh is done. What is wrong with you? Ganesh, are you there? iPhone, Ganesh.
Yes, Professor, I'm here.
What happened, man?
Sorry, Professor, I came back and then I had to go buy some food and then I came back.
Come on, man. We have only once in a week and you can't even be able to make it. I told you, why didn't you give us Sunday? Meditation time.
Sorry, Professor. Yeah,
yeah, you missed a lot of interesting things. Anyway, so stay here until at least.
I will look at the YouTube.
Yeah, but don't do it hereafter. You have to stay here. From the ashram, you just have to continuously attend. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And YouTube for other people, not for us, and the ashram people.
Okay.
All right. So, Priya, solunga. How was it? In a question, solunga. Follow பண்றீங்களா அத புக்க?
ஆமா சார்.
ஓகே.
அந்த புக் கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் மட்டும் படிச்சு பார்த்தேன் சார். அப்புறம் அந்த சார்ட் எடுத்து பார்த்தேன்.
ஆமா. அது உங்களுக்கு சார்ட் இப்போ புரியாது. இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஓரளவுக்கு ஐடியா தான் தெரியும். நீங்கள் இந்த புக்கை இப்போ ஓரளவுக்கு படிச்சு முடிஞ்சால் தான் உங்களுக்கு சார்ட் உங்களுக்கு ஃபுல்லாக புரியும். ஏன்னா அந்த சார்ட்டில் வந்து அவங்க சொல்லிருப்பாங்க இதுமாரி இந்த டைமில் சாப்பிடுங்க, இந்த டைமில் மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணுங்க, இந்த டைமில் சாப்பிடாதீங்க அப்படின்னு போட்டிருப்பாங்க இல்லையா? ஆமாம். அதை வந்து நீங்கள் அது வந்து 6 o'clock 6 மணிக்கு வந்து சன்ரைஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா தான் அது அப்ளிகபிள் ஆகும். ஏன்னா எவ்ரிடே யூ ஹாவ் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைமில் சன்ரைஸ் வருது இல்லையா, சூரிய உதயம். அப்போ அது மாறும். அப்போ சார்ட் மாறும். ஒவ்வொரு நாழிகையாக நீங்கள் பார்க்கணும் அதை. இப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு நீங்கள் உங்கள் சார்ட்டை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து 6 மணிக்கு போட்டிருப்பாங்க. 6 மணிக்கு சூரிய உதயம்னா சன்ரைஸ் 6 மணிக்குன்னா நீங்கள் வந்து 3 மணிக்கு உங்களுக்கு பாதரச ஒளி ஆற்றல் வருது, மேக்னெட்டிக் எனர்ஜி வருதுன்னு போட்டிருப்பாங்க. எம்இன்னுட்டு மேக்னெட்டிக் எனர்ஜி இல்லையா, பாதரச ஆற்றல். ஆமாம், அது வந்து உங்களுக்கு புரிய ஆரம்பிக்கணும். அதுதான் முருகர் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு புக்கில் வந்து இனிஷியலாக வந்து சொல்கிறாரு இதுமாரி. இன்னும் புரிஞ்சுக்குங்க, இன்னும் வந்து ஆத்மன் வந்து இட் இஸ் மேட் ஆஃப் மேக்னெட்டிக் பாதரச துறையால் ஆனது, மேக்னெட்டிக் எனர்ஜி. அதனால தான் நம்ம வந்து மார்னிங் எஞ்சி பண்ணுங்கிறாங்க, மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணுங்கிறாங்க. நீங்கள் ஃபஸ்ட்டு பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தத்தில் பண்ணிங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு மேக்னெட்டிக் எனர்ஜி வருது. உங்களுக்கு யூ கெட் த மேக்னெட்டிக் எனர்ஜி. புரியுதுங்களா? அதனால தான் அந்த அது முருகர் வந்து
நம்ம எங்கனாலும் இருக்கலாமா சார்? வெட்ட வெளியில போய் நம்ம அந்த எனர்ஜியை வாங்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லையா?
இல்ல, நீங்க எங்கனாலும் இருக்கலாம். You can be in the room also.
Okay sir.
It's better if you can stay outside because this energy can transmit ஈஸியா பண்ணும் எல்லாத்துலயும்.
சரி சார்.
வெளியே நின்று பண்ணீங்கன்னா நல்லது. 3 மணிக்கு எங்க வெளியே போய் உட்காருறது நம்ம? அப்கோர்ஸ் சித்தாஸ் பண்ணாங்க. சித்தாஸ்லாம் வந்து வெட்ட வெளியே தான் உட்காந்துருப்பாங்க, காட்டில் எங்கேயாச்சும் தனியா. நீங்கள் மெதையில் ஒன்றா உட்காந்து பார்க்கலாம் நீங்கள் இஃப் யூ வாண்ட். பட் யூ டோன்ட் நீட் அவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட வேண்டியதில்லை. நீங்கள் வீட்டில் ஒரு இடத்துல உட்காந்தாங்களே அந்த எனர்ஜி வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும் உங்களுக்கு.
சரி சார்.
ஓகே.
டாக்ஸிக் எனர்ஜினா அந்த டைம் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும் சார்?
அதுதான் வந்து நம்ம தோஷம் சொல்கிறாங்கல்ல, தோஷம் டைமு பிரம்ம இது என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, இன்னும் கண்டம்பாங்களே. இப்போ இந்த கண்டம் கிட்ட போகாதரா, வெளியே போகாதராம்பாங்க. ஆமாம், இந்த கண்டம் இருக்குது, இப்போ டைம் போகாத, இப்போ ஆரம்பிக்காதம்பாங்க. நல்ல நேரத்தில் ஆரம்பிடாதா, இது இப்பெல்லாம் பண்ணாதம்மா நம்ம ஊரில். அதான் டாக்ஸிக் எனர்ஜின்னு சொல்கிறது. அந்த டைமில் வந்து டாக்ஸிக் எனர்ஜி வர ஆரம்பிக்குதோம். அதுமாரி. ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்னு, நம்ம வந்து எது புதுசாக வந்து ஒரு யூ ஷுட் நாட் ஸ்டார்ட் எனி திங் நியூ, யூ ஷுட் நாட் ஈட், ஒரு எனர்ஜி பண்ணக்கூடாது, அமைதியாக இருக்கிறது நல்லது, மெடிடேஷன் பண்ணிட்டு உட்காந்துருக்கலாம். அப்போ வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் வராது டாக்ஸிக் எனர்ஜி. இது நான் ஒரு காரியத்தை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண கூடாது, யார்கிட்டையும் வந்து அதிகமாக பேசினா கோபம் வர ஆரம்பிக்கும், சண்டை போடக்கூடாது யார்கிட்டையும், இந்த பேட் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் வர ஆரம்பிக்கும். அது எப்படின்னா, நம்ம இவர் ஐயா சொல்லுவாங்க, எப்படி சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா, டீச்சர் இன் பாண்டிச்சேரி யூஸ் டு சே, இந்த களி இருக்கான் இல்லையா, கலியுக பெருமான் இருக்கார் இல்லையா, அவர் தானே நம்ம கலியுகத்தில் இஸ் இன்வால்வ் மாயா அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங். அவர் வந்து இந்த டாக்ஸிக் எனர்ஜி டைமில் தான் வந்து நம்ம பிரெயினை மாற்றுவாராம். பிரெயினை வந்து த வே வி திங்க், த வே தி ரியாக்ட். இப்போ ஒருத்தர் சண்டை போடுறோன்னா அந்த டைமில் நம்ம பண்ணோம்னா வந்து ரொம்ப சீரியஸ் ஆகிடும். அது திடீர்னு சொல்லுவாங்களே, ஏன் சொன்னனே தெரியல, ஏன் பண்ணனே தெரியல, அப்போது அதனால் வந்து லைஃபே மாறிடும் சில பேருக்கு. இந்த ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு பேச்சுனாலேயோ ஒரு இன்சிடென்ட்னாலேயோ லைஃபே கூட மாறும். இந்த ஏழரை சனின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கள்ல, ஏழரை சனின்னு பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா அவங்க ரொம்ப ஜாக்கிரதையாக இருக்கணும். ஏழரை சனி இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு இப்படி தான் நடக்கும். இந்த டைமில் தான் அவங்க மனசு மாறும். திடீர்னு சொல்லிடுவாங்க, பிஸ்னஸே போயிடும். திடீர்னு ஏதாச்சும் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க அந்த டைமில், அது எல்லாமே இதாகிடும். ஸோ இதான் இந்த விதியை மதியால் வெல்லலாம்னு சொல்கிறாங்க இல்லைங்களா. விதி இருக்குது, ஆனால் விதியை மதியால் வெல்லலாம்ங்கிறது இதுதான். இந்த மதியங்கிறது இதுதான் சொல்லுவாங்க. புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு ஜாக்கிரதையாக இருக்கணும். இம்ப்ரெஷன் ஆக்ட் பண்ணுது. அதான் அந்த திருவள்ளுவர் சொல்லுவார், 2 குறள் உங்களுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப கன்ஃபியூசிங்காக இருக்கும். ஒரு குறளில் ஊழ் வந்து பெருசும்பார். ஊழ்னா விதி, ஊழ்ங்கிறது ஊழி பெருவழி. அது வந்து ஒரு குறளில் வந்து அது ரொம்ப பயங்கரமானது, ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது அப்படின்பார். இன்னொன்றில் வந்து நீ பயப்படாதப்பா, நீ பார்த்து பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பேன், வேலை பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பேன் அப்படின்பார். எப்படின்னா, ஊழி பெருவழி யாவுல மற்றொன்று சூழினும் தான் முந்துரும் அப்படின்னு குறள் இருக்குது, படிச்சிங்களா? ஊழி பெருவழி யாவும் இல்லை. ஊழை விட, விதியை விட ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்கான வந்து ஒன்றுமே இல்லை உலகத்தில். ஊழி பெருவழியால் மற்றொன்று சூழினும், நீ என்னதான் பண்ணாலும் மற்றும் தான் முந்துரும், அது முன்ன போய் வேலை பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். புரியுதுங்களா? அதான் விதிங்கிறது. அதான் என்ன இன்னொரு குறள் என்ன சொல்றாருன்னா, ஊழையும் உப்பக்கம் காண்பர். ஊழை கூட அடிச்சுவாங்கய்யா அவங்க, இந்த விதியை கூட மாற்றுவாங்கய்யா அவங்க. ஊழையும் உப்பக்கம் காண்பர், உழைவின்றி தாழாது உயற்றுபவர். உழைவின்றினா ஒரு கடுமையாக உழைக்கிறது, கடுமையாக திங்க் பண்ண, விதியை பார்த்து பயந்து சும்மா இருக்கிறது கிடையாது. விதியை அந்த விதி நமக்கு வந்து விதி வந்து ஒரு ஏழையாக இருக்குன்னு வச்சுங்க, ஏழையாக இருக்கணும் விதி வந்துருக்கு நமக்கு. பூவர் பாவர்ட்டியில் இருக்கிறீங்க, ஐயோ நம்ம விதி தியேட்டருக்கு நம்ம வந்து பூரா இருக்கணும்னு நம்ம வேறு வழியில் உட்காந்துருக்கிறது வேற. ஆனால் அதை கடுமையாக உழைச்சி 24 ஹவர்ஸில் வந்து ஒரு 18 மணி நேரம் உழைக்கிறது, 6 ஹவர்ஸ் தான் அவனுக்கு ரெஸ்ட்டு, 15 மணி நேரம் உழைக்கிறது, சம்பாதிக்கிறது. ஊழை உப்பக்கம் காண்பர், உழைவின்றி தாழாது உயற்றுபவர். கொஞ்சம் கூட தலைப்பே இல்லாமல் கஷ்டப்பட்டு முயற்சி திருவினையாக்குன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழில் இல்லையா. அந்த ஊக்கத்தோட அந்த டைமில் தான் வந்து இது பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறார் அவர். அதுமாரி பண்ணுனா நம்ம வந்து ஜெயிச்சிடலாம், அந்த விதியும் ஜெயிச்சிடலாம் அப்படிம்பார் அவர். புரியுதுங்களா? ஊழையும் உப்பக்கம் காம் உழைவின்றி தாழாது உயற்றுபவன் சொன்ன அதே அவரே ஊழி பெருவழி யாவுல மற்றொன்று சூடும் தான் முந்துரும், அதுக்குள்ள ஒன்றுங்கள் அப்படிம்பார். ரெண்டுமே இப்போ நிறைய கான்ட்ரவர்ஸில் சொல்லுவார் திருவள்ளுவர். ஆனால் அது உண்மை இருக்குது, நமக்கிட்ட அந்த கெப்பாசிட்டி இருக்குது. இன்னொரு குறளில் சொல்லுவார் பாருங்க, தெய்வத்தால் ஆகாது எனினும் முயற்சிதன் மைவருத்த குழிதரும். அது கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க இல்லையா? தெய்வத்தாலே முடியாதுங்கிறாரு அவர். தெய்வத்தால முடியுதா என்ன? அது விதி. அது தெய்வம் வந்து உங்க இம்ப்ளிட்டி தான் இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லி முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அது அதில் முடியல. இந்த தெய்வத்தில் வேண்டுறீங்க, கடவுளை வேங்கிட்டீங்க, எல்லாம் பண்ணுறீங்க, என்னால் முடியல. தெய்வத்தாலாகாது எனும் முயற்சி தன் மெய் வருத்த. உடம்பு வருத்தணும், சும்மா வந்து நான் ட்ரை பண்ண விட்டேன் அப்படின்னு வரக்கூடாது. மெய் வருத்த நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா கூலி தருங்கிறாரு. கடவுளே அதை வந்து கொடுத்துதான் ஆகணும் அப்படிங்கிறாரு. ஸோ அதுதான் ஓகே. சம் ரீசன் உங்களுக்கு வர மாட்டான். புரியுதுங்களா? இப்போ அந்த கான்செப்ட் புரியுதுல்ல? அதுதான் அதான் விதியை மதியால் வெல்லலாம் தமிழில் சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, விதியை மதியால் வெல்லலாம். இதுதான் மதிங்கிறது. மற்றபடி விதியை வந்து நான் மதியம் வளர்றேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு சும்மா வந்துருக்கிறது கிடையாது. ஆராய்ச்சி பண்ணணும், செய்யணும். ஓகே, சொல்லுங்க. எதாவது வேற எதுவும் ப்ராக்ரஸ் இருக்கா பிஹெச்டியில்? ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா?
படிப்போம்னு நினைச்சேன் சார். இத படிச்சுட்டு இதுல பிஹெச்டிக்கு ரிலேட் ஆகுறத எடுத்து எழுதலாம்னு பார்த்தேன் சார்.
சரி, படிங்க. அவர் குமார் சார் என்ன 4 புக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காரா இல்லை ஒளி மட்டும் தான் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்காரா?
ஒளி மட்டும் தான் சார் அனுப்பி.
சரி, நீங்க ஏப்ரல்ல வரீங்களா? நீங்க அப்ப நான் நம்ம வாங்கிக்கலாம் எல்லாத்தையும்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஏப்ரல்ல வந்து ஐ வில் பி தேர். என்னைக்கு ஆரம்பிக்குது? 6-7 நினைக்கிறேன். ஆமாம், 6-7. நான் 5-6 வந்துடுவேன். பாண்டிச்சேரி இருப்பேன். நான் கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுவேன் அப்போ. சரிங்களா? ஓகே, வெரி குட். ஆல் ரைட். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வேறு நீங்களும் உங்களுக்கு வேற இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் உங்களுக்கு. சரி, மீட்டிங் முடிச்சுக்கலாம். வேறு எதுவும் கொஸ்டின் தான் சொல்லுங்கள். அதான் சார்ட்டு காமிக்கிறீங்களா இல்லையா? மேலே போட்டிருப்பாங்க பாருங்கள், பாதர் அப்படின்ட்டு. இப்போ நம்ம இப்போ காசு எடுத்த 2 நாள் இருக்குல்ல, 2 யூடியூப் வீடியோ நீங்கள் பாருங்கள். ஒரு 1 hour கழிச்சுட்டு போட்டு பாருங்கள். இல்லை நீங்கள் படித்து பாருங்கள். இந்த 2 பேஜ் மொத்தம் படித்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னாவே உங்களுக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு விளக்கத்து வந்துடும். இப்போ நம்ம எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம், நீங்களும் பார்த்துட்டீங்க. ஆனால் இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சாப்டர் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா அது வந்து பேசிக்ஸ் ஆரம்பிக்குது இல்லையா? அதனால் இது வரைக்கும் 2 பேஜ் தான் முடிச்சிருக்கோம், 2 வாரத்தில் பண்ணி. இன்னும் ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அத்தியாயம் 1 வந்து ஃபுல்லாக படிச்சிட்டிங்கன்னா அடுத்த தடவை பேசும்போது உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா புரிய ஆரம்பிக்கும். சரிங்களா? பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே. ஓகே, நமஸ்கார். பார்க்கலாம்.